I'm going to give you the top 5 pitfalls of a personal injury case. First, either delayed or no treatment. So if you've been in an accident and you just don't get any medical treatment, you're going to have a case that has a value of 0. That's right, a personal injury action is based on your injuries. So if you have a case where you're involved in an accident, you need to seek medical treatment. The reason for that is that a doctor needs to evaluate you to how this accident has affected you. So it is important, if you feel pain from an accident, either the day of or the next day, that you need to go and see a medical professional. If you are in a lot of pain, you should go to the hospital. And if you're in pain at the accident scene, take an ambulance and get taken to the hospital and then get checked out. Because if you're seriously injured, you need an emergency room doctor to evaluate you. If you wake up the next morning and you feel pain, then go see either an orthopedic, a chiropractor, or whatever health professional that can take care of you. But by not getting treatment, you are not putting a value on your claim. Conversely, if you have pain and you just choose not to see a doctor for a while and you think you can grin and bear it, there's a potential pitfall there where the insurance company is going to look at you and say, well, if you were in pain and if this accident caused you pain, you would have gone to a doctor right away. Also, under Florida's PIP law, you have 14 days to get seen by a medical professional in order to qualify for the benefits. So if you don't do that, you could potentially lose some of your benefits. The number 2 pitfall is not following the doctor's orders. It's one thing to go see a doctor. It's another thing to see a doctor and then don't follow their orders. And what I mean by that is if you were injured in an accident and you saw an orthopedic doctor and the doctor thought you would benefit from either medication or physical therapy or both, if you don't take the medication or you don't follow the doctor's recommendation of doing physical therapy, then you're not adding value to your case. If you're not doing what the doctor said, then why would an insurance company give you money for something that you didn't do? So it's not only important to see a medical doctor, it's important to follow their advice. If they advise you to get an MRI, get an MRI. An MRI could show to the extent of how bad your neck or back is injured, and then the doctor can help evaluate if you need further treatment, for instance, pain management or surgery. Number 3, not reporting any wage loss. So you've been in an accident, you're in a lot of pain. In fact, you may have a doctor that says you don't need to report to work for a few weeks, a few months, or maybe even a year, but you decide to go back. Well, if you go back, 1, it shows that 1, you're not following the doctor's advice. 2, that that you're not injured as bad as you're relaying it to be. 3, you have a chance to aggravate your injury, therefore delaying your chance to get better. So if a doctor has recommended you to take time off of work, then take time off your work and get that documented. Under your PIP benefits, you may be entitled to wage loss. Further, making a claim on somebody else's insurance, you're entitled to any kind of lost wages. You also could be entitled to a diminished earning capacity if this caused you some form of job in the future, or it affected your ability to work in the future. You may have a part of the claim. What I see a lot of times are people that get injured, they don't follow the doctor's orders, they continue to work through their injuries in a lot of pain, and they miss out on an opportunity to have documented wage loss. Number 4, big pitfall is people not saving accident scene photos. If you've been involved in an accident and it's safe to do so, and you might be injured, you might feel some neck or back stiffness, but you have the ability to pull out your phone and take pictures of the scene, that has a lot of effect. 1, if there's a question of liability, who's at fault, having good accident scene photos could help determine that the other side was at fault. Number 2, having good accident scene photos can kind of tell the story to the insurance adjuster or a jury of what really happened on the day of the incident. 3, it also can show the extent of the damage to the vehicle. So a big force impact can show, a trunk crushed into the body of the car, and that energy that went through the car and into your body. That can tell a huge story to the jury and to the adjuster. So by not saving those accident scene photos, that can be a huge pitfall in your case. And number 5 is not hiring an attorney for your injury case. It's amazing how many people think that they can go alone and handle their accident case and expect full value. 1, the insurance companies aren't going to value their case the same because they think they know more than you. Number 2, if you aren't experienced in the law and know what's admissible in court and not admissible in court, you may walk into a trap. Statistically speaking, attorneys can get more either through a settlement or a jury trial than someone who does not have a law degree or does not practice personal injury law. So if you want to know more about pitfalls in personal injury cases, or actually want to know what your case value is worth, then you can download our guide, What the Heck is My Case Worth? It's available on our website, or you can contact our office and we'll send you a copy.